Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Hey, tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Hey Gatekeepers, welcome back. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome back to the So What You Think channel. I am Miss Jen, your gatekeeper in chief and head mess starter. I ain't scared to take my title. Come on in the room, you guys. Mods, come on in the room. Say hello to the mods, everybody, for me. Hey, mod squad. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having my day is, But what I'm going to do is push through because this is what we do. Okay? This is a funky day for me, it's a funky day. But I'm going to push through and I'm going to leave it all on the table for y'all. That's what I'm going to do. And then usually if I give, I get. That's the way it goes. You give a little and maybe you'll receive back some good vibes. And that's what I could definitely use today. So come on in the room, you all. Y'all already know I appreciate you all being here and watching and hanging out with me on a daily basis because you ain't got to be here. You could be somewhere else. But where else you going to get a community like this? I mean, you could go watch a recap anywhere. But we's a family over here. We like to hug and check in on each other and see how everybody doing. Like we're all glad to see Miss Lil is doing better. And back in here hanging with us down to the comments because that's our girl. And it's Thursday. We're going to talk about what happened. And baby, today we had people doing all sorts of stuff. But I know one thing, baby. Eva. Girl, I know you still healing and whatever, but girl, karma seem to be coming for you because you got to get that. It's got to come back, girl. It's got to come back. And look like it's trying to crawl its way back to your doorstep, girl. Right when you had it good, girl. Love is a funny thing, girl. You can keep on rubbing your eyes, girl, but you didn't see what you said, girl. But anyway. Ooh, Lord. Am I the mayor of Fairmont Crest? Thank you. You know what? I like that. Let me write that down. Hold on. The mayor of Fairmont Crest. I like that. I like that be on purpose. Thank you. And for the $2 super sticker. And also, I think to Miss Coretta, I think I saw that you sent a super sticker too, but I'm going to cover that when I cover these comments and everything. But anyway, today was, it keep on setting us up for more and more and more to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a situation behind these gates. I mean, this ain't the time not to have your country club memberships not paid up. I'm just going to go on and say I'm part of the country club. I done got tired waiting on them people to give me my admission. I'm just going to say I'm a country club member. I'm going to make me a card and everything. I got time to be something waiting on these folks. I ain't going to pay no dues, but I'm going to be a part of the country club and is. Okay. Anyway, it's a lot, a lot went on. A lot went on. Now, before we do another thing, hold on one second. I'm trying to make sense out of something here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. So before we go another further, we said hello to the mods. And now let me pull out my romper room mirror and see exactly who's down here typing in my comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
All right, well, I'll tell you who's typing in the comments. Give me a second. Miss Lil was first. She said, good evening, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers and Mods. Hey, Miss Lil, how you doing? We're so glad to have you back down to the comments. Happy healing. Coretta JV5 says, good evening, Miss Jen. How are you? Good evening, Mods, Gatekeepers. Happy Thursday. It's almost August time. Tomorrow. We are good tomorrow. It's only a day away. I cannot wait, Jack. Miss Myrtle Tister is in the house as well. It says, good evening, Miss Jen. Gatekeepers into the mall. Hey, Myrtle. And Coretta JV5 with that $5 super sticker. Girl, you know what? Y'all know how to make me feel better. I might be feeling better already. Thank you, child. Miss Lillian 4 says, good evening, Miss Jen, Beyond the Gates family. Hey, Lillian 4. Miss B. Low DD is in the house, and she says, hello, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers and Mods. Hey, B. Low DD. Miss Belinda Hill is in the house and says, hello, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers into the Mods. Hello to you, too. Jasmine Williams says, hello, BTG peeps. And Belinda says, Miss Jen, how you doing? I told y'all I'm in a funky mood today. I ain't about to lie, but I'm going to talk my way. I'm going to laugh and talk my way right out this thing. Or at least forget about it for a while anyway. But thank you so much for asking, Belinda. Belinda says, thank you for your support to Coretta and also to Be On Purpose, who sent a $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. It says, Miss Jen, you are our mayor of Fairmont Crest. Don't tell me that because I start making rules around here. I will. See who can come in and who can't. Don't do me like that, but I like that. Belinda says, gatekeepers and viewers, remember to hit the like button on your way in. Okay. Jasmine says, we all knew Eva wasn't going to stay happy for too long. You know, if Isaiah is the kind of man to be behaving like Tomas, then you ain't need him nowhere, girl. Fadame is in the house and says, good evening, everyone. Hello, how are you? Be On Purpose speaks to everybody as well. Raven Maniac is in the house and says, hello, fellow gatekeepers, Miss Jen and Mod Squad. I am patiently and poignantly pondering the events of the week. As I take my seat, I will be discreet as I sip on my sweet BTGT. Oh, you know how we missed that. So glad to have you back over here with us today. Belinda Hill says, please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you see all the amazing things Miss Jen is doing over here on this awesome channel. Thank you for that. Peggy's in the house and says, hey, Miss Jen and Moz, everyone, I'm on time. T. Rogers said, let me slide up in here. And says, hi, Miss Jen, Moz, and fellow gatekeepers. Hey, T. Rogers, how you doing? Or is it Trogers? Is it T. Rogers or Trogers? I'm going to probably keep saying T. Rogers. But anyway, that's who checked in on that down in the comments for now. And in the meantime, let's check on our comment of the day from our replay gang.
The Replay Gang Comment Spotlight. Oh, yeah.
Well, the Replay Gang had some straightening out to do for what I said yesterday. First of all, Sean B says, I'm rewatching Miss Jen. Just a few things to clarify. First, Danny told Heather that she has work and she'll be spending time with her husband. And that's what got Heather so upset. So, I didn't hear that part. So I'm glad you got that. So that's when she cringed and threw everything against the wall. Okay. And cringed over the second Vanessa told old boy and she said the second Vanessa told old boy that he doesn't want to disappoint neither Joey or her, which I didn't like. He said that like he should be scared of her too or something. And last, actually, Nicole leaned in to hug Tay, not the other way around. See, y'all know my head be down, so I ain't get to see. I saw the hug, but I ain't see the hug. So thank you for them clarifications. Our next clarification comes from Var. And Var says, Dana is not a pet name. That's the name he was introduced to her as. People tend to continue to call people by the name for which they were introduced. I know what you're saying. And I do know that that's her name. That's why we call her Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Anna, Lulu, because we say them in the order of which we met her. We met her as Leslie. Then we learned she was Dana. Then she was Sherry. Then she was Anna. And then she was Lulu. Okay. But my point is that ain't nobody else around you calling her that. And I don't care what you said, Va. He know he calling her by something don't nobody else call her by, just like she know. It's a pet name. I don't care what you said. But you should have switched it up then and been like, well, because as your wife, I'd have been like, you calling her for Dana one more time here. You call her one more. You call her one more. It's a pet name to me. I wouldn't like it. I don't know. Maybe other women be all right, but you ain't gonna be calling her Dana around me. Her name Leslie. Leslie. Point blank in the period. All right, you all. With that, we're going to get ready to unlock these gates and see what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Y'all know what I just realized? I did not upload my pictures. I did everything but upload these pictures. So y'all going to give me a minute because, baby, I done took these pictures. I done cropped these pictures. Y'all going to listen to some music for a minute and entertain yourselves. It's going to be about 3-4 minutes. Just hold on. I'm going to play y'all some music. And y'all can argue down there to the comment section about whatever you want to argue about. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm still uploading. I think I'm going to echo, so let me put the music back on until I'm done. All right, you guys, thanks for holding. Got them all in here now. I don't know what I was so proud of myself. I had done everything, had everything together, child. Then here I come messing up the thing. Okay, you can get out my studio. Hello. Remove your second self out of my studio, ma'am. Okay, it'll drop off eventually, I suppose, because it's not even on no more. So I don't know what it's doing. All right, give me 1 second to reload my comments, and then we're ready to roll out. We are ready to rock out. Okay, thank you guys for holding. I know some of y'all, what y'all been down here talking about? Let me see if do I feel left out. I'm gonna read these later, and it is. Okay, I know to come back and start right there. All right, well, let's get to it and see what had happened was today. Okay. All right, now first of all, let's see. We opened up over to Naomi in the room. I ain't gonna say house because they got a room. At least it's bigger than it used to be. So be thankful for small things. But we open up at Naomi's, and let me make sure. Am I on the stage? Am I on the stage? Hold on, let me take this picture down so I can make sure. Am I on the stage? Check, 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 check. Yes, I am. Okay. So we open up at Naomi and Jacob's at home, and Naomi is getting ready to head out because she's going to her father's office because he's coming back to work today, and she's not happy about that. Uh, Jacob cannot believe Bill is already going back to work. But Naomi says the doctors released him, and besides, she knows her daddy Bill likes to work, and so wasn't gonna be no stopping him. You know how Bill is. Bill likes to be at work, and Haley like him to be at work because that means he might leave here sooner. Mm-hmm. So meanwhile, June stops by Bill's office and is looking for Naomi, but Naomi isn't there. June jokes with Bill that his office looks much better than Naomi's down to the free place where she work at. What you call it where she work at the district attorney? Where she work at? She work at one of them places where everybody put in $15 for a case. But you don't need money, Naomi. Naomi got a trust fund. Naomi got a trust fund. She gonna fall back on later. I know what it is, girl. You ain't got nobody for it. You ain't got nobody for it. Hold on 1 second. All righty. All right. Yeah. So anyway, she's looking for Naomi because she needs help on a case for a friend. And Bill was like, "Well, sit down. Let me talk to you. I might be able to help." She was like, "Can't we get Bill to get nobody afford you, sir? I ain't got no money for no retainer. I ain't got no money for none of that." And Bill says, "Well, let me give you a free consultation." She was like, "Now that I can afford." So I was wondering who the friend was. At first, I thought it was your friend Hammer girl. I was like, is she in here to get a case about Hammer? Because Hammer had to run out of town right quick. Remember? Hey, she is Kelly S. Now, over at the hospital, Ted runs into Carlton. And I got to find a picture because I actually missed this. Okay, so Ted runs into Carlton, and Carlton in a good mood. He whistling while he worked. He just over there whistling while he worked. He in such a good mood because he done went and did all them things he shouldn't have been doing to a stranger. But anyway, he was like, "Why you so happy?" He was like, "I met somebody." Ted was like, "Who is it?" He was like, "You don't know her, but I don't know much about her except her favorite drink." Yeah, that's all we need to know about people now, right? Just what she like to drink. And I know you like to lick on whatever she drinking on. So, whatever. You don't even know if the glass been clean like that. Ain't you supposed to use a straw when you out of these places? You put your natural mouth, you putting your natural mouth and tongue all over a nasty glass that they back there washing in that dirty water, swishing their finger around in that cup, or they got that old nasty rag back there that they use to wipe down everything and then wash your cup out with it, and that's what you licking on. Garbage mouth. They call me yuck mouth. But anyway, they trying to get their little talk on, and then Nicole walk up on them, and they was like, "Oh, hey, all right, but we'll talk later." So she was looking like, "Oh, what they talking about? None of your business. You done quit both these men. You done quit both of them. So don't worry about what they talking about. This ain't none of your business. This ain't none of your business, man." Now, meanwhile, Eva is getting ready to go to the gym. Let me find this picture. Where you at, picture? Because I know I took a picture of her standing up there talking to Isaiah. Oh, there it is. All right, there it is. Okay, so she was getting ready to go to the gym, and he got to give her the be careful, baby. I don't want you to hurt yourself, And she was like, the doctor done told me I can go. He was like, yeah, but you like to do too much. Don't do too much. This was a throwaway scene. Wasn't nothing really going on except she was on her way to the country club. Go on and go, girl. We don't really care. Now, at the country club, though, Kat and Tomas were talking, and he's glad that Bill is coming back, and he hopes Naomi will pull back from some of these cases that she's been involved in, except maybe the one involving Madison, since she was already on that one. And so Kat reminds him, you better stay out of conversations with Bill about Naomi. I don't think it's smart so for you to be talking to that man about his daughter. Hey, Coretta JB, I think I already said that. I don't think it's smart so for you to be talking to this man about his daughter. And she right about that. You need to keep that. How y'all like this hair they got on Kat? I don't like this hair on Kat. I don't know why, but I don't really like this hair on Kat. It's giving, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. It's just giving Cher or something. Girl, I don't like this hair on her. It's not laying down right or something. I ain't no wig wear like that, but I'm just saying, tell me, because I don't like it. It's the color. I don't know what it is. I don't like this hair on her. I do not. But didn't nobody ask me. But moving on. Now, Tomas says, I learned my lesson. I ain't about to be over there talking to Bill about Naomi no more. I ain't going to do it no more. He also realizes he probably should have stayed out of that whole situation involving Mike Madison and Naomi. Yep, you right about that. You should have kept your big mouth closed over here messing up people cases and stuff. Ain't nobody asked you nothing. So he was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have got into that. But I was just trying to look out for her best interest for Madison. If you're not on the case, Mr. Swoop Cone back, what, this hairdo right here. What happened if that hair is swooped back there in the front, fall forward? Do it just fall in your eyes? And how do you get it swooped like that and it stay like that? How you do the swoop to doop like that in the front? That big boy, remember Big Boy, the burger place? Where he had the curl like that? How you get that to stay up like that? I don't know. Is it pink girl? Did you have to use some dry fast on that? You had to go to hair school to know what dry fast is. But baby, you got a lot of dippity do in that swoop to do, don't you? Because that thing ain't moving. It don't never move. But anyway, let me move on. Yeah, her hair is giving Diana Ross's hair in Central Park. You ain't lying. Touch me in the morning. It is giving that. Then just walk away. Yeah, girl, it is giving that. Hey, wasn't it me who said that nothing good's gonna last forever? In the lightning. Oh, Jasmine said after the lightning. Yeah, I don't like this hair on her. I'm sorry. I do not. This is a no. This would be a no for me. All right. Then Kat gets a message and she got to go. And Tomas was like, where you going? Kat, all of a sudden, Tomas, you can't be by yourself for 15 minutes. You're trying to turn into Bill on the slide. This is how Bill did. Danny trying to suck up her whole life. And Kat ain't happy because Kat ain't that girl. Kat, Kat ain't that girl. Kat ain't about to let you suck up her whole life. She not. She tried it for a few minutes, but she was like, that ain't for me. Sorry. She was like, I'm sorry. I got to go. I got some business to attend to. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Bye, Boogie. I was like, okay, then. She was like, bye, honey pop. I was like, all right, then. All right. Now, anyway, June's friend has a case. So she's there trying to talk to Bill about that. And she explains what happened. Her friend, if we going to be in Bill's office, man, can we have more exciting subjects to talk about? Hold on one second, please, y'all. Okay, you guys, sorry I had to take that call. Business for the brunch. Okay, Linda, you should be getting another packet coming in tonight. Whatever. All right, so here we go. So anyway, her friend being harassed about where she living at. I think it's all over her. It must be where she living because she was talking about her son. And blah, 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 blah. And then Bill said, well, I think I know the person who owns that Von Holdings. Oh yeah, I know him. He got a strong team of lawyers, and you're gonna need one too. So, girl, let me go and take this for you, and we'll take care of it for you. Okay, no charge. And June is 3. He's like, no, you're the mother of the kids, and all of that, and all of that. Sidebar. Like I said, if y'all ever seen Jasmine, the girl that's playing June, if y'all ever seen her play a mean character, she plays one well. She also plays sweet very well. I just wish she had played Haley. Could you imagine her playing Haley? Baby, she'd have been in there looking sweet one minute and doing all kinds of. I just wish I could have seen her play Haley one time when Haley had turned evil. She'd have tore this role up. But anyway, Naomi is upset that Haley hasn't convinced Bill to sit down when she gets in there. She was like, Dad, good. No, I'm sorry. We back over there. She's talking to her husband. She's upset that her daddy has not been convinced to get somewhere and sit down and stay home and rest, right? So that her and Jacob is talking about that, which ain't none of y'all business. Bill grown, he gonna be aware. I understand that your daddy, you worried all that job, but Bill grown, he gonna do what he want to do. I think he done proved that to y'all 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 times. So I don't know why we still crying about it. Bill gonna do what Bill want to do. That's just it. That's just all. Okay. But anyway, she said, I'm gonna get there and talk to him. I'm gonna do everything I can to protect my daddy. He was up with good luck with that girl. Now Ted and Nicole, because he done peeped up in her office. They have a little sidebar off to the side. This is before he went to the office. They over there having a little coffee while they talk, and he was like, so what's been going on with you? And she's like, nothing. I've been trying to catch up with Kat. I'm supposed to catch up with her today. And he was like, what's going on with this? She said, I don't really know yet. I won't know till she get here. He was like, oh, okay. Do y'all really need to be talking about this? Y'all is like two people circling around something that you don't know if you want to land yet. But y'all is circling the airport. You are. Just come on in for the landing, because we know you're going to land this plane. Dude. But anyway, both Ted and Nicole agree that while they like Tomas, they're not necessarily convinced that Tomas is the best man for Kat. And Ted certainly hasn't forgotten that Tomas managed to bake cakes with both his daughters. You bake the cake over there, and then you bake the cake over there. You cross baked cake, sir. And the daddy of these girls ain't forgot about you. You would have never made it in my family another step, because I'd have got snatched up trying to mess with somebody that messed with my sister. The family would have never stood for it. I'd have just had been sad and lonely. But anyway, maybe rich people move different, but it would have never been allowed up where I'm from, baby. Never, never. Now, Eva sees Tomas at the country club, and girl, you should have just kept walking. You should have walked on by. But she bags up and she's looking at him because he was over there playing with an empty plate of food, just pushing the 2 pieces of vegetables he had on the plate around in a circle. She backed up. She was like, "Are you okay?" And girl, I don't know why you ain't keep walking, because the catinator's about to be upset, girl. The catinator's about to go in, about you in here stopped and said something to this little man. They gonna think you want this man now because you sat up to show them some sympathy, like a cat that's on your porch scratching and clawing because it's hungry and wants some water and some milk and stuff. And once you feed it, it won't go away. But anyway, but just watch and see what I tell you, baby. They got to go in on you because you had no business coming over here talking to this sad, lonely clown. Now, anyway, over at Orphan Jeans, June is talking to the boys that's done come in. Isaiah and his brother, they there talking. She's like, it's so nice to see y'all in you. Can we give June some lines that mean something? Because every time June show up, y'all either got June saying something stupid. Well, I won't say stupid, but it's just real wacky. But one thing about it is a June bug won't cross both ways if it's going to cross the street. Well, one thing about it, I always tell you walk across the street, you get in the mud. Can we give June some lines that mean something? She is far too good an actress to be wasting it on these throwaway lines we keep giving her. So good to see you boys in today. You're one of my favorite people to come in. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, let me go check on your order then. All right, here we go. Side of biscuits with some gravy. Can we give her some lines, please? Moving on. So once she get away from the table, they sit down and they start talking, and they start talking about their mom and their dad and all of that. And Isaiah's like, yeah, mom has been real nice lately to Eva. And he said, yeah, I know. And he said, yeah, but I know she gonna want something back. He said, what you think she gonna want? Sunday dinner. And I hope y'all do have Sunday dinner and that your brother show up, because y'all was talking about him today again too. We tired of hearing about Luke. Bring Luke on, and Luke better be fine. Luke better not be the ugly brother. Can Luke be the main record? Now, I know he got gray hair, but maybe your mama was fast early or something. We don't know. Maybe he just grayed up real early. We don't know. We don't know. Anyway, Kat goes over and visits her mother. And she was like, I just want to talk. And she was like, well, what's going on? You and Tomas having problems? Because Nicole hoping, girl, is you and Tomas getting ready to break up? I'm like, girl, calm down. They not breaking up yet. But I see it coming. Now. Now, meanwhile, over at the country club, Tomas is over here bending up Eva's ear about what's been happening at work with Naomi. But you know how Tomas like to tell half a story so he can get sympathy. So see what had happened was, Naomi been over there at work just taking over, just doing everything. And she's like, why would she do that? Because it ain't like she got no entire invested thing over there. Or you do, because you the junior partner. You the one been there from the beginning. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, she over there taking over. She doing all the cases, this and that, treat me like I'm a bald head stepchild. I don't appreciate being treated like that. She was like, well, he should be treating you like that. He was like, it ain't nothing but nepotism. She was like, well, now wait now, because I got my job doing it, do the nepotism. So don't do too much on nepotism, okay? I was like, I heard that girl telling me, but slow down, clown. Now Naomi finally gets to the office and she's like, Dad, you had an office at home. Why don't you go home? And he was like, I ain't going home. I got an office right here, and then they got a swivel chair. I got my phone. I got all my stuff over here. No, I'm gonna be right here. So he says, I want to be at work. So they start catching up on the cases, and then he says, I got a new one for you. She was like, what new case? Meanwhile, Tomas and Eva have moved over to the couch to continue their conversation. Girl, I don't know why you sitting over here. These catanators gonna tear you up, girl, for sitting over on this couch. Why she over there on that couch with Tomas? Even though she ain't show no signs of flirting or nothing. But girl, I'm with them. I don't want you over there. You better give me. Don't talk to him. Treat him like he got the mange. But anyway, she over there talking to him. And Tomas says that he needs Bill to understand that he's loyal to him. And he doesn't appreciate feeling like Naomi is being pushed ahead of him. Child, who else? If I'm gonna push anybody, I'm gonna push my child ahead of everybody. What part of this you gonna understand is how it works? Best friends, family members, they first. But anyway, Eva asked whether he considered working somewhere else. And he was like, I did. I interviewed somewhere else, but Bill convinced me to stay. No, Bill threatened you about staying. See how you like to tell part of a story, sir? Part of the story so you get some more empathy, sympathy, and whatever else you after. She was like, well, have you talked to Kat about this? And he was like, I did, but Kat told me to back off. She was like, I can't believe Kat told you to back off when you just trying to better yourself. See, Eva, this is where you need to be quiet, girl, because he over here telling you half the story. He ain't telling you the whole story. Kat know the whole story. That's why Kat was able to get up in there behind, honey, because she already know. You don't know. He telling you half the pieces he wants you to hear. So eventually, Eva does cut the conversation off because she knows this really isn't something she needs to be commenting on. She was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me stay out of Kat's lane. Girl, that's very smart. I need for you to stay out of Kat's lane. I need you to bag this truck up. I need you to beep, 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 right up out of there. I need to hit the reverse lights, girl. Beep, beep, beep. We need to hear that loud and clear. We need you to rise right up out of here. Because Tomas is a dirty dog. Moving on. Back with Kat and Nick O. They in there talking. And she's explaining what happened between Tomas, Naomi, and Bill. And Nicole is like, don't he know that Bill defends them daughters ferociously? He shouldn't put his hand in the lines then. I was like, I'm going to tell you. He was at the zoo, stuck his finger in there with the lines, got bit. I mean, what you want? Keep your fingers out of there, and the lion can't bite your finger. But you the one stuck it in there, Tomas. And you got what you deserved, in my opinion. But anyway, Kat hopes that Tomas and Bill can work everything out. They will. But then Kat moves on to the next order of business, the bag. So I've created the bag. Look at the bag. Don't you like the bag? And it's a cute bag. And the mother was like, oh my God, it's the best bag I ever seen. It's just the cutest bag I ever seen. Them bags are right. You know what I'm saying? But I still think y'all should all buy one. I ain't got no money for one. I ain't doing all that. But anyway, she's like, yeah, we got the bag. You get the bag. We get the bag. You got the bag. You know, so, and her mother was like, oh, this is so exciting. I'm like, wait, girl, did she tell you the rest though? You should have got your mama all excited. You shouldn't have got her mouth all ready for a swig of milk, and then y'all done drank almost half of the orange juice out the carton. Just a swig left and put it back in the refrigerator. That's what you're doing to your mama right now. Your mama done rich to here. She done come home. She's, I can't wait to give me a cold glass of orange juice like they did in Harlem Nights. And the man said, I can't stand when somebody just do that. No, that's what what's her name said. She said, I hate when somebody just leave a swig in here just enough just to get your mouth wet. Then what you doing to your mama? You left a swig of orange juice up in this carton and put it back up in the refrigerator. Now Ted and Carlton finally have a chance to pull aside and talk about a couple things. He was like, so tell me about this woman. So he was like, she's mysterious and beautiful. And I'm like, child, now tell him the truth. She nasty, she freaky, she crazy. You don't know nothing about her. She got you licking on a glass from out a nasty, dirty bar. If you gonna tell it, tell it. Let us tell it if you ain't gonna tell it. She meets strangers and take them home. Ooh, she just the bomb. But anyway, you tell him everything if you gonna tell him. Don't be lying. Now, Bill explains the June's friend's case with Naomi to the case that June has, her friend has to Naomi, and he says my usual smoozing isn't necessarily going to work because we need somebody who knows these kind of cases like you do, and this man is old school and hard nosed, so you're gonna need me though to come in there to bring the thunder, and then you come in there and drop all that knowledge on him. Because one thing you can understand is that Bill really likes practicing law with his daughter. They do make a good team. He's like the good cop, bad cop. He's like the mean one, and she bring in the smooth, real smooth with it. Okay. So for once, she says, okay, maybe. He was like, good, because I want to be the good cop. So instead of Naomi always having to be on the defense and have to handle cases the way that she needs, she's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So they make a good team. I'm glad to see that they're working together. And girl, we need you to work with your dad anyway, because you ain't got no office no way. You ain't got no office no way, girl. They got you working in the corner with a cheese sandwich with no lunch breaks. We don't think that we know. We don't know that the Orphan Jeans is really your office, girl. I think Orphan Jeans need to charge you at least for using the internet. But anyway, Isaiah and Jacob continue talking about Sunday dinner, and Jacob wonders whether Anita might backslide. Not Anita. What's their mama name? Darlene. Whether Darlene might backslide in the way she treats Eva. So Isaiah's like, I don't think so. So Jacob realizes, oh, it's daddy you worried about. And Isaiah's like, well, you know how I'm gonna be bothered with daddy. They always starting some mess. He was like, in fact, I don't even like going to that house. Every time I go in that house, it just take me back. It made me think about all of the mess and the arguments. Y'all got so much pent up anxiety, just pent up, just pent up, like the mama said in Professor, what was it, the Nutty Professor, just pent up, just, Mara Povich, y'all just all pent up, just all pent up with it, let it go, Jesus. So anyway, he said, I become a different version of myself, and I ain't ready for Eva to see all that, and dealing with that. But I guess we're going to have to get around everybody and get around that Sunday table and find out. I'm like, let's find out together. Okay. Hold on, I'm hot. I got to turn on this air. Okay, now, back to the country club. Eva's still sitting here listening to this sad story. Tomas acknowledges that Kat probably wouldn't appreciate him getting advice from Eva. You think not, especially when she told you to stay out of her face the last time when you went running by her house. And she said, stay out from over there. And you said, I will, baby. But now you years old. Well, then she did approach you. But let me tell you something. A good boyfriend would have stopped her and said, how you doing? Keep walking. My girlfriend said, I can't talk to you no more. My wife said, ain't no talking to you. I do not know you, and you better move on. And you better move on. Now get on, neck bone. Or you could have left. But no, now you done moved over to the couch, drank your little cafe latte all day. I'm so happy that you found Isaiah, he said. And he's such a nice guy. And I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you got a man who's got your back. You mean like you ain't got Cat's back right now? People must know that what you did. And you sitting in the middle of her great grandparents or grandparents country club, great grandparents, I think. Sitting in the middle right in front of her great granddaddy picture. Pitch and woo. And you sitting over here lying, telling half truths. But anyway, and you ain't happy for Eva. You ain't happy for nobody. Misery love company. The cat finally tells her mama the name of the bag is Nigga. I met a girl and the name was Nigga and the name of the bag is that. And her mama was like, absolutely and not. Absolutely. And the not, you will not be naming damn purse after me after nothing that Leslie done called me. Nothing. Do you understand me? That woman busted up this whole family. You ain't about to, it's like nails on a chalkboard when you talk to me about calling something by a name and associating with me, that this woman can come and taunt me with. If you lost your ever loving mind, I'm not reclaiming nothing. Because Kat was like, you can reclaim it. She said, I don't want to reclaim my time. Okay. I do not want to reclaim my time. Sidebar, have y'all seen her lately? Maxine Waters. Maxine, what's her name? Maxine. You know the lady, reclaiming my time. Is she all right? Is she okay? Because I ain't seen her in a minute. Moving on. Now, Kat says she don't want to put too much work into this. Now, this thing got to come out in about a month. She was like, well, you should have checked in with me first before you jumped up and said that you was about to put my name up on it. Kat was like, but Mama, I done put all the work into it. She was like, girl, I don't care what you done put into it. Put some more into it and come up with another name. She was like, but Isaiah has suggested, sidebar. Let me tell y'all something. When people start bringing up people's names, when women start bringing up people's names out the blue, y'all better know it's something to that. Isaiah was what, because listen, when you like somebody, you just got to say their name. You got to say their name. Oh, him. Oh, him. Oh, him. And you know what? He got a car. You know what? He know how to get ice out the machine. You know who good at that is him. You know what else he do, girl? He do that too, girl. And then let me tell you this about Kat. This is where you starting down a slippery slope, baby. You slipping down the slope, baby. Her mother was like, I didn't realize that you and Isaiah were friends. When did you become friends? She was like, well, we're not really friends, but maybe we will be when they break up. And her mama said, who said they breaking up? She was like, well, with a personality like Eva, what you think? It's only a matter of time before they gonna break up. Oh yeah, the plot is thickening, baby. The plot is thickening real, real good. Y'all better get your teacups out and get it sipping real hard. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, look at your computer real close. Look at the screen, 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 look at the screen. Catherine got her a crush on Isaiah, baby. She out here declaring. She declaring. As the man said on the Andy Griffin show, I'm a declaring for you. You declaring. But anyway. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They setting the stage. Whether we like it or not. And I'm telling y'all, I don't like this for Kat. I don't want this for Kat, but it's coming. It's coming. Somebody gonna make a move on somebody. Somebody's lips gonna brush. It's gonna be something. And then besides that, Eva gonna have to get her karma. Karma is a boomerang. You throw a boomerang and it come back and hit you. Anyway, meanwhile, Tomas tells Eva that he went home to Puerto Rico with his family and they wanted to know why Kat wasn't there. And then his mother wanted to know why they weren't engaged yet. He said, and I lied to my mom and told her because we ain't got that far yet. I ain't want her to know that she could turn me down. You a lie anyway, so it don't really matter what you lied about. You be lying anyway, child. It don't matter. So Eva's like, hang in there. And then she gets up to leave and Tomas gets up and hugs her. Girl, that's when you should have pushed him back. Said, get your hands off me. The same way I have to do my husband when I see him. Because he always want to jump up trying to, man, get move. I'm like Denzel, get your hands off of me. But anyway, this is what she be wanting to do, child. He wanted a hug before he go want to hug it out. And yet it is a lot of hair on Eva's head. It is below DD. But I like it on her. But they could thin it just a little bit, But I do be liking that thick hair because I like that thick hair. I do. But I just don't like this hairstyle on. I don't like it on. I want Kat to get another hairdo. Get Kat another hairdo. I don't like that. She wears some cute stuff in her real life. Let her wear that. Anyway, Eva was not giving him back the same energy because did y'all see Tomas's face? Because I meant to get a picture of that. Did y'all see Tomas's face when he had hugged Eva? He over there looking like. Did y'all see that? He was. I'm like, child, you sound like a sick puppy. What is wrong with you? Girl, you should have just peeled him off you. Anyway, the catinator's gonna get you, girl. You done let him hug you. You done sat with him. You looked at him. You shouldn't have been over there. Anyway, the pictures don't start this stuff. Speaking of, Jacob and Isaiah talking about their brother Luke, who's off doing his own thing, because Luke don't seem to be bothered about what they daddy do. And so, blah, 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 blah. Cat comes in, right? And Cat is like, how y'all doing? I'm like, girl, calm down. I know Isaiah fine. Don't get it twisted. But she was happy to see them, though. But she was talking to Jacob. Thank you so much for everything that you did to help Chelsea. And it was, with this little short skirt she got on. Thank you so much for helping Chelsea, because she really did need your help. And then he was like, come on, sit down. She was like, no, okay, then I sit down, join y'all. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Then Jacob had to leave. And then there were two. I was like, okay. See how they over there bumping fists, girl? You just had to touch on the garment, didn't you, girl? You just had to touch on the hem of the garment, didn't you? Made you feel better, cat, did it, girl? Huh? That you got to bump fists, touch Isaiah's skin, girl. Okay then, because we see you, girl. We see you. Hey, Pauline and them. That's what it looked like. Pauline RM. Hey, Pauline. Wait a minute, girl. Before we go another further, you new down to the comment section. Usually I wait to the end, but I'm not now. I'm going to give you your welcome and official welcome down into the comment section. You are now officially a gatekeeper.
Hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
Gatekeepers, say hello to your new gatekeeper fam, Miss Paulina RM226. Thank you for commenting and come hang out with us some more. You might have been hiding in the bushes for a while. It's all right though, girl. We look more. We do. All right, let me move on. Finish show what had happened today, because baby, I got to get to the end of how this thing ended out, because ooh-wee. But anyway, Cat, girl, I see you over here touching on the hem of the garment. Sometimes it just be enough just to contact skin, don't it? Don't it though? Don't it though? Yeah. He touched me. He put his hand up a man and he touched me. Girl, I get it. I get it, girl. I do. Now, Ted went and popped into Nicole's office the way that he do, And he was like, I just want to see what happened with Cat. What happened with Cat? Like you couldn't call us in. You couldn't pick up the phone and call me. You had to come into the office. Okay, but what you want? He was like, I just wanted to check in and see what happened. And she was like, well, it wasn't much going on. But wait a minute, I want to ask you something. Was y'all talking about me when I walked up? And Ted was like, girl, no. Carlton got other stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? And he doing just fine. She was like, I want to make sure I didn't hurt him. He said, girl, Carlton doing just fine. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Carlton doing fine. He had other stuff going on. Girl, you should have known that from all them trips Carlton was taking, because we never did find out where he was going, who he was talking to, who he was lunching and brunching with. We don't even know. And you don't either. But anyway, Nicole says sometimes when you get in people's business, well, I'm sorry, I was saying she had to find out the hard way that when you get in people's business, sometimes you mess around and find out something you ain't want to know. And today you found out that you ain't the only one, girl. You ain't the only one. Okay. So Carlton, if you can do what you want to do, Carlton can do what he want to do too. But Ted and Nicole was low key flirting, in my opinion. I don't know about how y'all felt, but it's how I saw it. I don't care what none of y'all said, because I was watching. I seen it. Now, anyway, Tomas finally comes into Bill's office and, oh my God, Naomi was in there. And he was like, oh, hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, so I came in because we had a meeting together today, Bill. And Bill was like, well, you're going to have to reschedule that because me and Naomi working on something else. We got a new case. He was like, a new case? And I was like, did you hear what he said when he said a new case? When he walked on out of there, he was look how he looking like a woman with a broke heart outside this door. Y'all gonna mess around and make Carl. You all gonna mess around and make Tomas turn into somebody else on this show. What you jealous about now? This storyline is ridiculous to me. I just don't like this storyline because it don't make no sense that anybody would be bad mouthing nobody's child, talking about they shouldn't be moving here. Ain't none of this realistic, but okay, we're gonna go on with it. Let's roll with it. Meanwhile, y'all writing all kind of stuff over there for the other people involved. You could be quiet. You could sit up here and act like this show ain't being washed out, but it is. And when it becomes real apparent to you, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing when it becomes real apparent to you. I don't want to hear nothing. Because it take a brick to fall on you before you see something. But see, I can see. But anyway. Let me see something. Okay, so anyway, I think the storyline don't make no sense because if this man wants to push his lawyer daughter, it'd be different if she was a psychiatrist or something. He was trying to give her the business, but she's a lawyer and a doggone good lawyer too. So big deal that he wants his daughter to take over from him. Don't that make sense? It makes sense to me. It should make sense to you too, Tomas. Now, Ted and Nicole continued their banter. Ted reminds Nicole that Carlton had a social life before her. You know what? Ted was in here kind of reading. He was low-key reading. He was. You was low-key reading. Carlton had a life before you. I wouldn't let your head get too big, man. Don't be shocked by the fact that he moves on the way to do. He might already had some pots cooking on the stove, Nicole. You wasn't the only cake baking, baby. See, you put a cake on one, or maybe you was on rack 1 and 2, and maybe there was a third rack you ain't know nothing about, ma'am. Maybe he got a double oven, ma'am. You don't know. He was baking cakes, that's what too. And she said, I'm not worried about it. Girl, yes, you is. That's why you asked. Stop lying. Stop lying. So she decided to get on out of his business. And that was a good thing that you did because you went digging and found something you wasn't ready for. Finally, let's get back over here to table 6. Kat tells Isaiah that Nicole hated the name Nikki for the bag. And Isaiah was like, I tell you what, we'll find a new one. So he starts wrecking his brain. Maybe we could call it this. Maybe we could call it that. Maybe we could use a name from Black Panther. Maybe we could this and that. And she's like, no, not that. No, not that. And then they sit back throwing these names back and forth. And Isaiah suggests Vixen. And Kat started cracking up. She was like, Vixen? You think my mama would like a bag called Vixen after her? Oh my God. And they was just laughing. And then she's like, oh my God, Isaiah, are you blushing? You're blushing. And then right then, that's when Eva came through the door. And Eva was standing up there looking like, wait a minute, what's going on over here at table 6? I was like, girl, let me tell you something. They serving up karma and pancakes over there at table 6. Girl, blink once, girl, if you need help. Blink twice, girl, if you don't. But girl, look, blink 7 times. You can wipe your eyes, look away, girl. Don't matter, girl. You are not daydreaming, girl. This is really happening over here at table 6, girl. Oh my God. Your karma and pancakes are ready for table 6. Pick up for table 6. Karma and pancakes. Karma and pancakes for table 6. Girl. See, this is what it looked like, girl. This is what it looks like, girl. This is what it looks like, girl. All you got to do is put you at the table with Tomas. This is what it looked like, girl. And I'm sorry, this is the way life is coming back at you, but it's coming back at you, girl. I'm sorry. Got it all together, don't you, baby? Murphy's Law is sure out to get you. Got it all together, don't you, baby? It's Murphy's Law. What you do, everything you do comes back to you. That's the truth. That's why I be trying not to do stuff. Even when people be done got on my last nerve, I be like, now, do I want this to come back in my direction? Because I don't think so. But baby, they serving up them karma and pancakes over there at table 6 for show. And it's for you. All right, now let's go back and catch some of these comments and see what had happened was while I was busy running my mouth. Coretta says, it appears Tomas doesn't feel like Kat has his back. He feels a lack of support from Kat. Kat said that Iz and Isaiah will break up. I believe Tomas will break up with Kat and it will be soon. Kat said that Iz and Isaiah will break up. I believe that Tomas will break up with Kat and it will be soon. Maybe what she trying to put on her gonna happen to her. Today, and I don't know that I feel like Kat not being there for Tomas. She busy. What's she supposed to do? Cancel her meetings for you? In fact, don't you got a case you should be working on? Mister, I'm so busy and they not using me enough down to the firm. You over here worrying me? But anyway, Fadami says today must have been fist bump Thursday. The director had everyone fist bumping someone, although Naomi left Bill hanging. Oh, did it? I ain't even noticed it because you know I'll be looking at the screen. Naomi has some tough questions for Kat today. Mm. That's true. Ted continues to call her by a name no one else uses. That's the point that I'm using. It's a pet name and that you know you calling her something nobody else does. If everybody called my man Henry, you ain't about to call him H. You ain't about to call him Hen Hen. You ain't about to call him Ree. I don't care if that's what you called him when you met him. That ain't his name. His name is Henry. You gonna use his government name. Or you gonna use the one that we all use around here. You gonna be in compliance. You ain't about to call her one name special. Yep, y'all. It does seem like Kat eyes is on Isaiah in spite of Tomas, and Eva. Kat is only held on to Tomas despite Eva. Yeah, you think? I think she care about that boy. Unfortunately, I think she care about it. Kat made it clear to Nicole she thinks Isaiah and Eva will break up. Yeah, that's what she can think, but we don't know. I hope not. But now this is gonna make Kat uneasy, suspicious, because now her world has been a little bit rocked. I mean, she in here grinning, talking about you blushing. I can't wait to hear what she gonna say when she get up into this table. You gonna say, what we blushing about? Because see, if you was smart, you would ignore like you ain't even seen none of that. And if you gonna ask Isaiah something, you ask Isaiah something at home, girl. That's the way grown, mature people do. We do not confront things in public. No, we do not. And the hairs on Eva's neck went up when she saw Kat chatting it up with Isaiah, even though she didn't have a problem he-heing with Tomas. Well, she knows she don't want Tomas no more. But she's also worried about what she did coming back to her. That's just facts. Hey, cousin Linda. Kelly S says hello to you guys. Be on Purpose says they need a lobby or conference room at the Hamilton law firm. A client shouldn't be able to just walk in and the head. You know what I'm saying? Don't just bust up in my office. You ain't knocked or nothing. You gotta wait for me to say come in. Plus, with the stuff Bill be doing in his office, you know you need to knock. And is there a lock on that door? I don't know. Nicole kicked Carlton to the curb, and now she has nerve enough questioning Ted like they on a break, like they in the break area laughing and talking. I know. Old Carlton is whistling while where he is. Naomi is at the law office of Orphagene. And why did Nicole assume they were discussing her? Because she just assumed that they were, two men, both of y'all. I had a your way, you had a mine. Ain't that what they was talking about when they was painting them eggs in the color purple? So why, yeah, she think they talking about her. I had a your way, you had a your way, I had a mine. She is nosy, but she's a therapist. I think it fits. Nasty Nikki really has some nerve, man. She really thinks she is all that very unattractive. Ooh, girl, how you really feel? I bet Bill thinks June can fill out a pair of jeans. What she do? Because one thing June got is a shape, baby. We ain't about to say she ain't what she do. We ain't about to say she real skinny, but she got hips, she got everything. June got everything. June look good. That's another behind the wall, behind the wall, behind the wall. I think Heather will come off Carlton as a warning to Andre because he's the chocolate bar she really wants. Yeah, she particular about her candy. And they have far too much hair on Eva. They do. She look like Chewbacca. Yeah. Eva's hair is giving Diana Ross's Central Park concert. It was. And then Jasmine said after the lightning, lots of gel. Not Kip's big boy. That's what it looked like. Your Tomas really does look like Big Boy with the dippity do in the pink. Right. Miss Jen, I don't know. Wait, I know you don't usually like us talking about the actor's performance, but cough, cough, Tomas recast, cough, cough, make it soon. I like these people to have these jobs now. And I really feel that behind the fence. Anyway, He needs to book an appointment for another go to another law firm. Oh Lord. Salads and all the trimmings need to be on the recall watch list. What that mean? Yes, she could be a good Haley. She could have she'd have told us so. Dees says, good evening, everybody. Yes, Jasmine Burke could have played Haley or Heather. Oh yes, she could. I'm telling you, it's Heather. We'd all been scared. I'd have been like, oh God, Heather got seen. I can't wait to see this. Yes, big boy. If June had been cast as Haley character, there would have been a heart attack from the love scenes alone. Probably so. Oh, you would have had one. That's Nicole, Miss Jen. She still has feelings for Ted. Yes, she does. She got feelings, nothing more than feelings. Trying to forget those feelings of love. Feelings. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feelings. She got them feelings. Hey y'all, get those likes up. Belinda says, you know what? I haven't done that yet. Let me go over here while I'm in here, hit the like button for myself. So for myself. Now we have 28 likes. Hold on. Okay, let's get rid of that now. And then I forgot to hit it on this device. Now we have 28 likes. Yay, me. Okay, now Aubrey James. Hello, Aubrey James says, what's up, guys and girls? I do not support the Heather characters of the the Kyle characters because of their acting support. Their acting supports. Oh well, we don't get into all that over here. You know, we don't do all that over here. Cat is wishful thinking. In fact, don't even write about them people on my page because I don't want to be flagged. Okay. I didn't like Cat's makeup. Really? Oh wow. Give me a second. And people can support who they want to support. We ain't got nothing to do with that while we watching this show. Just bring the other brother for Cat. Var says, happy people of color Thursday, all people of color. No, with a personality like Cat, Tomas will dump her like a ton of bricks. Did anyone notice the look on Tomas's face when he hugged you? Yeah, it was all pitiful. It was. I meant the icky vibe. Yes, Miss Jen, I saw Tomas' face. He closed his eyes and held like he was sniffing in her hair or something. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Mhm. Eva needs to stop the emotional support for the salad ingredient. That's how this mess escalated. Now I see what you mean. Nikki was thinking Carlton and Ted was comparing notes about her. Oh, you think so? But that's what happened when you cross over. Uh-huh. Now, Aubrey, let me tell you something. Some of these comments, you can't be putting these in the chat because you'll get my page flag and I'll have to delete them. I don't want you to feel no kind of way, but you can't be over here talking about that kind of stuff now. Okay, now, her fans can't see any of her flaws. Nicole, you so vain, thinking they talking about right. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. I have to admit, watching the show this week, I agree. It's giving bait and switch, but I know they had to make changes to keep the show on air. They doing what they have to do to survive CBS. And that's what I said. They're doing what they got to do to survive. They are. Hmm. June is a little piece of leather, but she's well put together. Yes, she is. June does all the things to stay in shape. If I could look like that at this age, I wouldn't be no good. As I always tell y'all, I've been saying it for a year. I'm working on it. Lord knows I am. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there when I can. But anyway, that's what happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Down in the comments section for the replay gang, there's plenty of you for you guys to talk about. So what did you think about this episode? We need to hear from you about Table 6. Karma at Table 6. Karma at Table 6. Was Kat innocently brainstorming with Isaiah, or did you see what Eva saw? Because we can see what Eva thought she saw. Eva was like, oh my God, it's coming for me. Let's flip it around and be fair, though. Tomas spent half the episode sitting with Eva, talking about his problems, and Kat accepting his advice, and him accepting Kat's advice. him accepting Eva's advice and then hugging it up before he said goodbye, even though she didn't care and he did. So can she really be mad that she caught her man sitting there laughing and talking when you was just over there laughing? Let's back up. Let's remind you, girl. Just a few seconds ago, Cat. Now this was you, girl. This was you. Even though your face is all twisted up, but this was you, girl. Just a few seconds ago, sitting and talking. I don't know, Tomas. You know, blah, blah. Okay, so see how a few minutes later you walked up on the same situation. And you the only one been with two people. You the only one been with both people you were just sitting with. I'm just saying. You baked the cake over here. You done baked the cake over there. Cat ain't baked but one cake over here. Okay, so I'm. Mm-hmm. All right, so replay gang, tell us what you think. Let's hear about your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for always taking the time to come over here and hang out with me. You know, you can watch a recap anywhere. Let them talk about what happened, but come on back over here to your family, to your community, where we likes to gossip about these doggone Duprees as if they real, even though we know they not. And y'all know on Friday night that we like to get together and have what we call our Friday night family feud and fish fry. Because we turn on all our capital letters and we yell through the comments all night long because, baby, we've been waiting to let out all our aggressions. We also have a live panel on Friday night that comes up to tell their thoughts on what they think about the show. Anyone is invited to come up, but we have some regulars that can show up that come and give their opinion, and we've grown to look forward to hearing what they have to say. So anyway, make sure that you're over here for that. Before we get out of here, let me take a minute to thank the Mod Squad and the rest of the gang.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
And the Raven Maniac. Thank you. I just like to say that. And the Raven Maniac. Be on Purpose said June is a brick house. She's a brick. How? You know what I used to like to dance to? She's a bad mamma jamma. All right. Just as fine as she can be. Hey. I mean, one time I was in my den dancing to that with my eyes closed. I was getting down. My daddy, I opened up my eyes. My daddy was standing there. He said, "You think you a bad mamma jamma?" I was like, "Oh, see, what happened was that." At either rate, thank you all for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow evening, somewhere right around 8:00. We will be here for a while. Bring your libations and your drinks and your snacks, because we over here to argue. You know we're gonna argue. We got to argue about what done happened this week with Leslie. We got with Leslie and Malone, Heather and Andre. Just all of it. We got to argue about all of it. I have to sit down and make up my whole list. I already go. I be getting mine started during the week because I be waiting to get over here and argue with y'all. I do. Hold on. Let's talk about what's gonna happen tomorrow. Let's just update ourselves on what's going on over here tomorrow. Beyond the Gate. So tomorrow, Anita wavers on a big opportunity. Vernon jumps into crisis mode. Haley hassles Naomi while hustling Bill. And Smitty unwillingly incites anxiety for Chelsea and Kat. And Elon has disturbing news for Jacob. Oh, I can't wait to see what's going on. So I hope that you guys will be over here. We will hang out and we will have ourselves a good time at the fish fry. All right, you guys, that's it. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. And I do hope that you're having a great day. Like I said, I feel better. See, sometimes you can talk out the negative emotions that you're feeling and you feel a lot better. So hanging out with you guys definitely improved my mood for today. Hopefully that continues to carry on. But thank you guys so much. And I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, there's still, Lord, I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all later, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. All right, bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.